Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an uncanny ability to draw others back into their lives, even after damaging relationships? This phenomenon, known as psychological hoovering, might hold the answers. Imagine this scenario. Alice, a bright, independent woman, had been in a tumultuous relationship with Bob, who was charming and charismatic but showed signs of manipulative behavior. They had a cycle of breakups and reconciliations, with Bob always managing to pull Alice back in, promising changes that never materialized. Bob was a master of psychological hoovering. So, what exactly is psychological hoovering? It's a term derived from the name of the famous vacuum cleaner brand, Hoover. But instead of sucking up dust and debris, we're talking about people who suck others back into toxic relationships or situations. It's a manipulative tactic often used by individuals with narcissistic or antisocial personality disorders. Bob, in our case study, would always know when to reach out to Alice. He'd prey on her vulnerabilities using guilt, nostalgia, or even threats to pull her back in. He'd offer apologies, promises of change, or declarations of undying love, all designed to appeal to Alice's empathy and desire for things to be different. But why does psychological hoovering work? It preys on our innate human desire for connection and reconciliation. It's a powerful tool because it often targets those who are empathetic and forgiving, those who hope for change and are willing to give multiple chances. However, it's essential to recognize that psychological hoovering is a form of emotional manipulation. It's not about genuine remorse or a desire to change. It's about control. For Bob, pulling Alice back in was about maintaining power, not about mending their relationship. So how can you protect yourself from psychological hoovering? First, understand and recognize the signs. False promises, guilt trips, playing the victim, and using your empathy against you are all hallmarks of this tactic. Second, set firm boundaries. If you've decided to end a relationship or distance yourself from a toxic situation, stick to your decision. It can be tough, especially when the person trying to hoover you is someone you care about, but remember, your mental health and well-being should always come first. Finally, seek support when needed. Friends, family, and mental health professionals can provide valuable perspective and help you navigate these challenging situations. In summary, psychological hoovering is a manipulative tactic used to draw people back into unhealthy relationships or situations. It preys on empathy and the desire for reconciliation, but is fundamentally about control, not change. Recognizing the signs, setting boundaries, and seeking support are key to protecting yourself. So next time you find yourself being drawn back into an unhealthy situation, remember Alice and Bob. Remember the tactics used, the power dynamics at play, and remember that you have the power to resist.